All right, it's time for another daily football fix. We're going to give you some video daily football fixes over the next few days, and just to kind of shake things up a little bit. Today,
if you can stand to look at us.
Yeah, it's not a great thing. I know that, but we're going to have some fun with it. And today we're going to do this. We're going to look at the past of Florida football and come up with 4 players each.
5 guys.
I thought it was 4.
We went to 5. We expanded.
5 guys from the past that we would like to see on this year's team. So we're going to draft them. You get to pick. I'll give you the first pick, Robbie.
And Pat, the first pick is one that we're both going to pick. Tim Tebow.
I don't want him on
You
my
don't?
team. No.
Oh, well,
no.
he fits what they want to do on offense, Pat. What Mullen wants to do. I think he'd be. Well, he was a perfect fit in Mullen's offense, so we're going to put him back in there, and he's going to run this offense.
No.
They haven't had good quarterback play since he left.
I believe in Felipe Franks.
Okay, you go with that.
I'm kidding, of course. The first player I would take is one of his teammates, Percy Harvin, because what Florida lacks are playmakers.
I get that one.
You know, they need a guy who can take a short pass and make it a long play. They haven't had that in a long time, and they need somebody they can hand the ball to in the backfield and make
it.
I mean, personally, I think there is an argument to be made that Percy Harvin is the best player to ever play here.
Yeah.
Certainly, everybody go, oh, well, there's one statue of him. He's pretty darn good.
Don't go by the numbers on that guy, just what he was capable of doing.
Exactly. All right, so I get the next pick, and I'm going to go way back into history, not too far back, but a guy who's in the Ring of Honor, and Wilbur Marshall. Obviously, Florida needs linebackers. They think they like their front 4, their first 4 guys. Depth is an issue, but if you had a guy like Wilbur Marshall playing in that 3-4,
man, he would tear. Well, he did tear it up.
That's what it was.
3-4,
Yeah, pretty much. And coming off the edge, that's the kind of guy they need. Now, I don't think they want Wilbur Marshall circa 2018.
No, they want,
because his knees are a bit terrible. But that's a guy I would love to see on this and in this kind of defense.
Yeah, he would tear it up. Put up big numbers and a lot of sacks, and they're missing that.
Yep, your pick.
And here's what they've been missing for a long time too: the 5-star dominant tailback. They haven't had one, so I'm taking Emmitt Smith, Pat, leading rusher in the NFL history. He gives them an impact player where they need it and haven't had one, so I'm going with Emmitt. Can't go wrong with him.
Who's our last 1,000-yard rusher?
Eric Rhett, maybe?
No, I think
phase
on, phase off was one, yeah.
But they have not had, you look at Alabama, Georgia, they have these dynamic backs. Florida hasn't had one.
No.
Emmitt Smith gives you one.
All right, so I'm going to go in this direction for my next guy, and that is, to me, the best safety to ever play here, and that's Reggie Nelson, the eraser. Florida could really use a guy like that. I think their safeties are pretty good, but there's nobody like Reggie Nelson. I mean, his ability not only to I mean, the one play that always stood out for me, Robbie, was Tennessee. First play, they go deep, and it's a touchdown.
He covered so much ground.
Came out of nowhere, picked it off with a diving catch. I mean, that is the kind of guy that they could use right now.
No doubt. And, Pat, you picked Percy. I'm going with the original Percy Harvin, Wes Chandler, who was one of the most electric players I've ever seen, Pat. And it's hard to match the things he did once you put the ball in his hands. I mean, he was a guy that could play quarterback, receiver, and
he was good.
Boy, you put the ball in his hands, and it was awesome to see. So
yeah, I had him on my list too as a possibility, but I'm going to go in a different direction with a linebacker by the name of Scott Brantley. Now,
I like that one too.
Yeah, Florida needs somebody that's tough, somebody that's fired up, somebody that wants to play football, and it means a lot to them and can give them that toughness. Scott Brantley was as tough a guy as I've ever seen, and there was an old. They used to talk about the way he tackled. He went through people.
He did. He did go through you. He was one of the originals to do that, I think.
Yep. So definitely, I think he would help this team.
Pat, and I'm going to go my first defensive pick. Florida's missed kind of a dynamic pass rusher, so I'm picking Alex Brown, who, remember that night against Tennessee where he just destroyed them and people thought he was offsides.
T. Martin remembers that night very well.
He was so quick off the ball, people were going, he was offsides, he's offsides. He wasn't. So
he'll be happy because he didn't like where we had him.
Well, now I've drafted him, my 4th pick. So.
Okay, and my fifth pick is Marquise Pouncey. I think as good as they came in that position, and I think T.J. McCoy's good. They're talked about maybe Heggie playing a little bit there. Those guys are good. Marquise Pouncey was an NFL player, as we've all seen, and I think that would be a huge anchor for that offensive line, which I think is exactly the kind of thing you need. I'm still not sold on this offensive line yet. I would be with Marquise Pouncey.
Yeah. Pat, my next pick, my final pick, I've gone with some offensive skill players, and I'm giving them the best left tackle in school history, Lomas Brown. They've kind of been missing a dominant player there, too.
He was very good.
Yeah.
Should be in the Ring of Honor.
And with Tebow at quarterback, maybe I could move him to right tackle. To protect the blind side.
I like
so
what you're thinking there.
Go either way with Lomas. Looming Lomas.
Maybe just play the whole line. Just
Yeah.
block everybody. All right, so that's that. That's our 5 draft picks. We'll be back with another daily football fix. Now, these are daily, so there will be other things in there as well. Our daily football fixes, we'll continue with those. And we got some more video ones coming up as well. I'm Pat Dooley, Robbie, Andreu of the Gainesville Sun. So long from the Sunshine State.